So we're going to talk about more advanced core activation. So it's kind of like functional core. We want to think about that where this is not just sit-ups and crunch kind of movement. It's not that linear. It's going to be more lifting, driving through your body. So imagine like a boxer hitting a punching bag, something like this, through that core and that torso. So there's a lift and a twist as you flow forward through your body. Important to really emphasize the escalator here as you're lifting up the elevator. Chest is forward, hips stay back. You cannot do it this way very well at all. So I'm going to use the wall here. We're going to go slow. I'm going to try to feel this out. So I'm going to a staggered stance. I got my punching arm side, that leg is back. My other side, the leg is forward. This is essentially going to be the elevator in the front. This back leg is going to be my escalator driving up and through my chest. The front leg is technically doing more of the lifting, so more work. And mechanical advantage is going to allow me to drive my chest forward with this right one. So it's going to look something like this. So you can either press with your arm, you can simulate a punch with a fist, but probably what's going to be easiest and more direct for your core is taking your forearm, maybe hand over here to stabilize, come up and press into that wall like this. As you do that, remember you're lifting up. That's your primary. You're going to drive through that opposite side chest, your punching side chest, through that forearm, and then you should really feel that core engage. So my hand is here, and I can come across and stabilize. My heel comes up in the back, and as I drive through my body, but I'm going to be tensioning my hip back through my heel. So I can emphasize that if I'd like. So this is kind of like an Elvis pelvic move here. I'm going to swing that back and stabilize. I want to keep that under tension and stretch. I cannot let this collapse forward like this. So I'm going to lift up, drive into that wall, stabilize as I lift and really lock it in here. Something like this, okay? So I do, of course, on the other side. Make sure I'm feeling really controlled with that on both sides. Then we can go out away from the wall. We can do something more like a simulated boxing move, kind of coming up, lifting through the chest like an uppercut. Now notice I'm not bringing my arm way out here. I'm really driving from my body. My elbow stays by my side, and I'm driving from my hip as I lift on this side, this hip and this chest through here, okay? So when you're walking then, you want to think about this kind of swivel and load on that front leg. You're going to swivel in here, then you're going to lift and drive here. So it's almost like you're trying to sit into a chair offset, swivel into here, pushing that hip out. Or on the other side, swivel, load here. So again, you step, you load when you swivel back, then you lift and drive. Lifting from the front, driving from the rear through that chest. Step, load, lift, drive. Step, load, lift, drive. So then you kind of get this flow going, then you can relax your arms, and then you get a nice little strut going when you walk, and then you can essentially just try to feel that out as you're actually walking in that flow through your body, and that's that.